thanks. How are you?
You are one of the most successful debating teams, right?
Yes, we'd like to think so at least.
You'd like to think so. Tell us your names and why are you here celebrating the International Day of the Boy Child with us?
Hi, I'm Brendan. I'm celebrating here just to focus on some awareness for boys' issues and to just give debating a space to be involved in there as well.
Hi, I'm Tshepiso, Polo. I think my participation stems from being a boy child and the issues that are surrounding like the concept of being male in a society that tends to prioritize females at times. So I think this event is something that is very important and we just had to be here as the voices of boys in our country.
Tell me, have you contested in a debate that had to deal with an issue that has to do with gender?
Multiple times.
I think every month we get something about gender, so it's interesting to have another perspective on it.
So would you say that all schools are doing that, or you guys just happen to be lucky?
No, not at all. I think debate needs you to discuss the issues that the world has currently in order for it to remain relevant. And one of those issues will always be gender, things like the pay gap, things like the importance of mental health for men and women specifically. I mean, us knowing as much as we do about topics such as feminism and about the patriarchy and about mental health all come from the fact that we're debaters. And before we're essay debaters, we've always been school debaters. So every school that participates in debating has had the opportunity to discuss these at length and in depth and go into the nitty-gritty that sometimes I think media doesn't tend to cover.
What would you say you have learned out of these debates that are gender-based, that you would say would help the society improve?
I think it's beyond just the skill of debating, it's the kind of people that debating creates. Debating has people who start speaking in debates and start speaking on political forums later in life. So at any level, not just like essay, every single debater has an opportunity to learn something about themselves, learn something about politics, and learn how to advocate for themselves in issues when they have issues and when they want to raise something.
I think
You just mentioned... Oh, sorry.
I think further than that, with gender specifically and debates surrounding gender, I think we learn to prioritize both people equally. As much as we talk about the issues related with feminism, we also need to talk about boys. And it's only through having debates and knowing that we needed something like this on a national level, the recognition that boys are important as well is something that debate has brought, and we're here to voice the concerns of those individuals.
You just mentioned something. You mentioned the word politics. Would you say the government is doing enough to help impart the knowledge about this topic, more especially with boy-related issues?
I mean, look, you could critique and say the government could do more, but anything could always be better. We're at an event that's government organized that's focusing on boys' issues, so I think we've got some progress.
Here we go. Are you happy?
Yes, I think just further than that, systems take time to improve. So this is a start, as many people continue to say in this hall. It is not the end product and it is not the finish line for any of the issues that we're talking about. This is the beginning of something that's great to follow, and the thing that's great, the thing that will follow all of this is finally just some space for guys to truly unmask, to be less masculine, less toxic in the way we conduct ourselves, to acknowledge societal issues, to be important. And although this is a very, let's say, deprioritized start at times, we need to start somewhere to get somewhere great. So it doesn't matter how we start, the only thing that matters is how we finish.
Any last words?
We're moving forward, it's good.
Yo, you guys are well spoken. Yeah?
Thank you so much.
Any last words?
Thank you for inviting us to represent boys at this fest. I think debaters don't get the spotlight a lot because we're not as big. We're very niche in the way we conduct ourselves. But I think as two boys who come from many of the circumstances that they talk about, who have to live in a world that deprioritizes them at times, it's just very nice to be here to speak on behalf of boys and to always know that this is something we contributed to and this is something we're trying to launch out. So we will conduct ourselves thoroughly and we will voice men every single place we go.
Thank you for that, and thanks to the Department of Basic Education for inviting them. I've also learned a lot from them. Thank you.
Thanks.